Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. This is one of those reading videos where I have no idea where it's going to go, so these actually can end up being some of my favorite readings because you never really know what's going to come through, and sometimes I feel it helps me to pick up on and tap into some really interesting and specific dynamics that you might be experiencing in your own life. So most likely you've read the title of the video or seen the thumbnail, and that has included information about the reading that has connected with you or pulled you in some way. But let's go ahead and start shuffling and see what wants to come up here. Now, if you do have anything specific, whoa, a card just flew out. If you have anything specific you'd like to set an intention for, you can, of course, do that any way that feels right for you. Everything is energy, so however you choose to send that energy to the reading is perfect, whatever feels aligned for you. This could be maybe mentally thinking on your intention or meditating on it, whatever feels right for you personally. But right away, we have the Page of Pentacles here in the upright position. And also the Six of Swords. So what I'm picking up very strongly is there's the energy of, first of all, there's someone who seems to be positively focused on you in some way. This person, they give me a very trustworthy energy. I'm seeing a golden retriever, so maybe they have what we think of as golden retriever energy, which I did a video recently in the last week on black cat energy, specifically when it comes to the divine feminine, and how black cat energy is often thought of as elusive, mysterious, but very magnetic and captivating, whereas its counterpart energy would be golden retriever energy. The golden retriever is more so pursuing, it's more so the healed masculine. It's persistent, it's pursuing, but it's also very loyal, very trustworthy. It's a very positive, light kind of energy. It's a very present energy as well, very grounded. And that's what I'm kind of getting from this person or situation. Someone here could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Aquarius. I'm picking that up strongly, but there's just very strong air and earth sign here. With the Ace of Swords, this is someone who seems to be extremely clear on how they feel about you. With the Six of Swords, though, I'm trying to figure out why this card is here. It's almost like this person is leaving something behind or going through some kind of transition, taking some kind of journey here, either spiritually or metaphorically. Oh, okay. So this person is on some kind of personal journey to becoming the King of Swords here. Someone who is of a higher place of status or more established. I feel like this is someone who they still see themselves at the beginning of some kind of journey, and yet they're very clear on how they feel about you, if that makes sense. There's like a profound sense of clarity when it comes to wanting to pursue you, wanting to be around you, wanting to connect with you. But this person, it feels like they're still evolving into a higher version of themselves. I'm also getting with the Five of Pentacles reversed that this may be someone who may have recently had some kind of loss or financial difficulties or something related to like their finances or their career. But I see that they have been in like this period of time where they've been recovering from that. I'm hearing like from their perspective, they feel like they're getting themselves together here, making positive changes, starting to grow. in what I feel like I'm channeling from this person's headspace when I say this, but I hear them saying like, I'm growing in the right direction, but you're the one I want to be with on the other side of that. I feel like this person knows that they have a long way to go with their personal growth and development, but they're making those positive changes. And it's almost like you're inspiring them forward in some way. I'm hearing new hope, like you're bringing new hope into this person's life. I'm seeing a pearl necklace for some reason. Maybe that resonates for someone. But yeah, I feel like you've really, it's like I'm hearing in igniting this person's heart, you've pushed them forward in some way. You've like energized their reality. You brought this like new hope, this new energy into their life that's pushing them to work on themselves as well. I'm seeing someone at the gym, so this could be bettering themselves when it comes to their physical health or fitness or something related to their body. With the Chariot in the upright position and the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, I feel like encountering you has like ignited this person's ambition, but it's happened through their heart. It's like because of how you've activated this person's heart and drawn so much emotion out of them, they are now really wanting to work towards this better version of themselves. But the ultimate goal here with the Ten of Cups is to be able to stabilize some kind of long-term connection with you. I feel like this is someone who, with the Seven of Cups on your energy, perceives you as potentially having a lot of options romantically or just in general in your life. I'm hearing you could have anything that you want. It's like you have this very free-flowing kind of energy. And right as I said that, I pulled the Seven of Cups a second time. It's at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, this is someone who it's like weighing on their mind, especially their subconscious mind, that you are someone who really has this free-flowing energy, who could get what they want out of life, but this person so desperately wants to be part of your life and part of that future here, that it's really motivating them to be more ambitious in their own life. If this is a masculine coming through here, I feel like you are really activating them into a higher masculine state of being, like a more healed, awakened state of being. But I'm picking up as well that this is someone who prior to meeting you really felt like they were very apathetic towards their life, very much just kind of running circles in some way, living life on autopilot. I feel like this is someone who felt like they didn't really have any clear ambitions, dreams, or goals for themselves, but something about meeting you, it's like encountering, if you're the divine feminine here, encountering such an awakened, magnetic, alluring divine feminine has really sparked this ambition and drive within this person. But what I'm hearing is that part of how they're going to show you that they have this passion or this love for you is actually going to be through the positive changes that they show in their own life. I'm also getting a message as well that if this is for you, it's very important for you to allow this person to be personally motivated in those new positive directions without getting over involved in that process. I'm hearing stay in your relaxed, receptive energy and allow the activation that's happening within this masculine without necessarily getting over involved in the process here, because I'm actually picking up that if you were to overly involve yourself in this person's personal growth or development, it's almost like it could slow that process down, because I feel that the best way I can describe it is when you show up in this like healed, aligned, feminine state of being where you are relaxed and flowing with your life and being in that kind of receptive, beautiful state, rather than over giving to this person or over trying to like control this person or their growth. I feel like it actually draws upon a more healed version of them as the masculine. It's almost like you being in that healed, receptive, feminine state pulls them into a more balanced, awakened, activated version of themselves as the masculine here. So I know this has been really specific. I don't know who this is for, But I almost feel that for some of you, this person may actually at times pull back their communication with you, or maybe there isn't even communication right now in the physical. And this is someone who's been motivated by you, by your energy to work on themselves behind the scenes. And it's almost like you're sensing that spiritually. I do see with the anxiety card that at times you may feel a sort of anxiety about what's going on here, especially if at times there is less communication between you or no communication. You may at times, I'm hearing like wonder how this person feels or what's going on in their life, or even wonder if they have the same love and care for you that you may have had for them, with caring connections reversed. But what I'm picking up very strongly is that this is the kind of masculine who will work on themselves behind the scenes and then approach you or make an offer to you when they feel like they are that more healed, activated, awakened version of themselves. This is someone who I'm hearing it's like they want you to be introduced to this higher version of them before they move forward with this connection. And so if there has been less communication, or if things did go quiet here, I feel that it isn't because this person doesn't have those feelings for you. It's because those feelings are so strong that they actually activated them to want to heal themselves. Yeah, with the healer of the ages in the upright position, it's almost like you activated them. Now they're taking that energy and maybe going quiet, but working on themselves. You're sensing that growth happening, but maybe at times questioning it at the conscious level or doubting it. But I'm hearing trust that this is going to manifest with the cornucopia card in the upright position. Specifically, I'm hearing that once this person builds their confidence in this new version of themselves to the point of feeling right about moving this forward, I'm hearing this is someone who doesn't want to detract from your life. They don't want to take from you in any sense. And that seems to be really important to them, because I feel their feelings for you are so strong that, yeah, with the heart chakra here, there's very strong emotional energy towards you flowing through their heart chakra. So if this was a lesser kind of masculine, I'm getting that they wouldn't be working so much on themselves. They would just kind of move this forward on shaky ground, but it's because they value you so highly and because they see you as, I'm hearing like a counterpart, their potential life partner, someone they want to be with for life. That is why they're doing so much work on themselves behind the scenes, because they really want to be in a position of being prepared to actually give you something that is an equal exchange, to not detract or take from you in any way. And I feel like this is someone who knew that if they were to try to move forward with you in their previous or like current state of being, if they were to do that, ultimately, even though they have those strong feelings for you, you would feel like you were detracted from to some extent, or being drained, because they wouldn't have been in that state of being healed enough to like sustain this connection with such a powerful divine feminine as yourself. And that's why they're doing all of this work on themselves first, is what I'm getting so strongly with the yin yang card. This is my number one twin flame card in the deck. So this may very well be a twin flame or a soulmate here. I got the Magician and the Mirror as well, which does tend to also be a card that I can sometimes associate with twin flames or soulmates. But I'm feeling that if this person went quiet on you, or went cold, or communication suddenly became distant or very different, I'm hearing to even trust the silence, because if you really, I'm hearing like meditate, close your eyes and feel into this energetically, I'm getting that you are so intuitive, you can actually sense the work this person is doing on themselves. You can sense that they are healing, that they're making positive changes and transformations. It's like there is some kind of energetic bond between the two of you where you can sense the positive changes they're making in their own life. But I'm just getting to trust your intuition on that and not to question it. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Yeah. So I see this being them persevering towards something, growing something, planning ahead, and then ultimately giving to you from that stable place with the Six of Cups here. And I feel this is actually a really beautiful and aligned thing as well, because I'm picking up that you are someone who at this stage in your spiritual journey really is only holding space for connections that are mutually balanced and reciprocated. And I'm getting that you're not just doing this like just because. It's also because your mission requires it, is what I'm hearing. You're creating and doing some really powerful things in the world right now, and it's actually requiring you to only participate long-term in connections that are truly nourishing you and supporting you and feeding your soul. Now, that in itself may be a message for someone to really be sure that you are keeping your energy balanced by only allowing in a long-term kind of consistent way the connections that are truly fueling you. And I'm also just getting a general message from someone's spirit guides or higher self, however you conceptualize those spiritual forces guiding your life. But I'm getting a message about paying attention to how you feel after spending time in certain environments, around certain individuals, in certain groups of people, after speaking to someone, because I'm hearing something about how this is going to tell you everything you need to know at this time. And not to gaslight yourself out of, I'm hearing the residual feelings, the energetic echo that you get from certain spaces, connections, people, or interactions. Because what I'm getting very strongly is everything, every connection, every place in your life, it, yes, has this in the moment experience component to it, but it also has this aftermath. It has this echo, and there's something about that echo being even more important to pay attention to than the in-the-moment experience, because something can feel exhilarating and exciting and fun in the moment, but afterwards it can leave you feeling really drained, or almost feeling like a part of you was overgiving or wasn't really fully seen. And I'm getting something about how those in-the-moment experiences or connections, sometimes you'll be guided to, for example, some sort of meeting or some sort of conversation that's a bit out of the blue for you, that's a bit random, that feels exciting and has a lot of that energizing kind of emotion around it, that afterwards can leave you feeling a bit low. But there still can be a reason that you feel guided to those moments. However, when it comes to the connections or the places or the things that you really engage with consistently, meaning like on a regular basis, a daily or a weekly basis, whatever it is for you, and that are in your life long term, this is where it seems to be more important to be really evaluating the kind of impact these places, spaces, people, and interactions have on your energy. Even noticing, oh, I'm hearing here the conversation between or beneath the other conversations. I know this is getting a little quantum in this reading, but I feel someone may have manifested that forth. Of course, all of these readings really are co-creation. So thank you for co-creating here with me. But what I'm getting is hear the conversation beneath the conversation. So what I mean by that is feel what's going on energetically and on a higher self level. As much as you are aware of what's happening with someone physically, because whenever you interact or engage with someone, just like we are here in this reading, we're having some kind of conversation here through this video and through this reading, but in a sense, our souls are having an exchange as well. We're communicating on a higher level, like a subconscious level as well. And it's the same with every person and everything and every place in your life. There's something happening on the surface, but actually the majority of that interaction is taking place beneath the surface. It's happening energetically. It's an energetic exchange. And so on the surface, it might look like, an amazing, fun, or interesting conversation or whatever it is, experience, etc. But beneath the surface, pay attention to how are our souls communicating, which I know sounds a bit strange, but I'm getting that there are people who you might just have a regular kind of seemingly surface level conversation with, but because of the deeper conversation happening energetically between your souls, you can walk away feeling invigorated, feeling inspired, feeling more self-loving, feeling more open and expansive. But equally, the opposite can be true as well. You can have a conversation that seems fine on the surface, but walk away feeling more guarded or closed off or unusually pessimistic or just like lower vibrational. And that can indicate to you that in that energetic exchange, that person was exchanging something with you that was leaving you feeling drained or depleted. I'm also getting that very often when you're someone who's especially sensitive to these energetic soul exchanges, as I feel you are, a pitfall is it's very common for sensitives to actually walk away and blame themselves for the depletion, to think, almost like to internalize it, to think something must be wrong with me, to like look for something or scan for something internally to be wrong, when in actuality, you are just picking up that the energy exchange with that person was imbalanced in the quantum realm, in the higher realm, even if it didn't necessarily look that way at the time and on the surface. So I don't know why that was wanting to come up here. I'm hearing weeding out. So maybe it's coming up because you're having this weeding out of a lot of your connections or people in your life, where I'm also getting things maybe coming to light in this weeding out process where you are uncovering either unintentionally or maybe more consciously things about people in your life. I keep getting messages around this in recent readings, and I've been referring to it as truth serum, where you may notice that people or things in your life reveal themselves to you, like share a truth with you or open up something to you that illuminates something within them that you may not have necessarily been aware of, that they may not have necessarily even consciously wanted to share with you in that moment, if that makes sense. But something about your energy of truth and authenticity like pulled that information out of them and illuminated something to you. So definitely notice whenever that's occurring in your life as well, because there's a definite weeding out process happening where there may be certain people where you find something out about that connection or the way it's affecting you that makes you realize that it's not something that I'm hearing can carry with you. It's like almost too heavy or too imbalanced to carry. With the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, yeah, I'm feeling like you are in this 9 of Cups energy. I'm hearing dream reality. I feel like you are shifting into this timeline that is what I would refer to as like your dream timeline, where your dreams, your visions are starting to embody themselves physically more so than ever before, where you are really manifesting the reality of your dreams. But the thing is, there are certain people that are going to feel left behind with the 8 of Cups, that almost like can't be carried with you into that frequency or into that energy. I feel that for some, it's almost like too triggering to see you genuinely happy and complete and fulfilled and successful. There's something coming up here about really being aware of how people react to your happiness and to your success, because how people choose to connect with you, the emotional state that they seem to connect with you best on, will tell you a lot about their core frequency and how it aligns with yours. For example, if you have people in your life that when you're upset about something or complaining about something, they always seem to be around and wanting to support you and wanting to talk in depth about it. But when you are excited about something, or when you have a success or you're celebrating something, if those individuals can't join you in that frequency, it's like suddenly their responses are non-existent or a lot. I'm hearing notice who claps for you. It's almost like they're not clapping for you, or they're silent, or they're kind of just observant, or they seem to pull back. And it may even seem at times like, is this in my head? But I'm hearing this guidance to really pay attention to that, because there are people in your life who are being revealed as, yes, they may be there when you're having a bad day or when you need someone to talk to from that like kind of that lower vibrational state of being. But then when you are manifesting a dream or you have an idea or you're excited about something, they're either cynical about it or completely apathetic. It's like, I'm hearing their silence is loud. You may have people in your life whose silence seems very loud when it comes to you talking about your dreams or your goals or your successes. It's almost like they become really withholding of that affection. But then when there's a problem, they want to jump right on that problem, or they want to really talk about it in depth and know everything about it. Be very cautious of those individuals, because it speaks to the fact that most likely their core frequency tends to feel, it's like at a naturally lower vibrational state, which means they tend to feel more comfortable in the bandwidth of that lower energy. And so that's why they're so excited to connect with you when you happen to drop down there. But you are someone who never stays there. You're someone who knows how to raise your energy, who knows how to get back up into that high vibrational space. And you're doing that more and more consistently, which is really aligning you with this Nine of Cups, with this dream timeline. But again, I just get the sense of some people or things in your life that only could connect with you from the lower vibrations feeling left out, or maybe needing to be left behind. There's something about how nothing can be carried with you that isn't willing to walk with you. You may be accustomed to often kind of carrying the burden in connections of like carrying someone into your higher realities or higher timelines when they haven't really learned how to hold the frequency of that timeline for themselves. And what happens when this occurs is you end up feeling like you're carrying a lot emotionally and energetically. Things can become really heavy for you, being that kind of artificial bridge for others. And that's a phase that I'm getting a strong sense this collective is really, really exiting out of and leaving behind here. So if this has been connecting for you, I also would love to recommend some subliminals from my Sound and Soulful app. I love to do this in the readings because I personally use my own subliminals and my own app every single day. I have seen more powerful results from using subliminals in my own life than any other manifestation technique I've tried, which is why I'm so passionate about them. They work with the subconscious mind. So these are meditations that contain unconscious spoken affirmations embedded within other tones, sounds, and frequencies that are designed to bypass the conscious filter of your mind and make deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious, which is so powerful because research has shown that it's actually our subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, and therefore it makes sense via the law of attraction that most of our energetic field would actually be dominated by the subconscious. So using subliminals to reprogram your subconscious is such a fast and effective way to shift your energetic field and magnetize yourself for your desires. So it's such a powerful manifesting tool. And in my app, I have over 130 subliminals for so many different areas of life, for love, relationships, money, mood, mindset, and so many other things as well. There's a lot to explore in the app. And when you do download the app, you can listen to any subliminal in 10 different background sound options. You can read the affirmations while you're listening, and you can create your own custom private playlists as well. So for this video specifically, I would most highly recommend my subliminal for quantum connection, and also my subliminal called 7 Chakra Clearing, and also Highest-Vibrational Timeline. You could even add all 3 of these to a playlist if you're already a member on the app, which I know many of you are. Now, the reason I recommend all 3 is for a very specific purpose, because the quantum connection subliminal is about helping you to align with the people, things, and opportunities that are truly connected to you on a soul level. The highest vibrational timeline subliminal is about keeping you in alignment with Well, your highest timeline, as the name suggests, but in all areas of your life to keep you in that super high vibrational state that helps to manifest your desires in all life areas. But 7 chakra clearing is really beneficial to add as well, because this is a powerful daily deep level energy clearing that will help you to clear any energetic blocks you may be storing in all 7 chakra centers. So using these 3 together would be such a powerful trio to get you started in the app with this subconscious mind reprogramming work here. And again, all of that information is underneath this video. I will leave a direct link to download the app from the Google Play Store or Apple App Store in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and close this out here. If this did resonate for you, I would love to hear from you in the comments. And if you do want to keep following this thread of energy for more future updates, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. I hope you have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.